Today, uncover a simple but powerful strategy for predicting price for crypto gaming tokens. Being able to forecast price movements can mean the difference between success and missed opportunities. Dive into how I apply this strategy to the new hot launch of Heroes of Mavia's Mavia token and learn how you can do the same in the future. Make sure to watch till the end where I give my personal Mavia price prediction. GM to all the new faces and returning strategists. Before we get to the fun stuff, a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You can lose money with crypto and NFTs. Always double check the latest updates before making any decisions. Now, a key to the strategy is understanding the basics of tokenomics. This is crucial in evaluating a crypto project's potential, especially at launch. Tokenomics combines token with economics to describe the economic policies that make a cryptocurrency valuable and functional. It covers how many coins exist, their distribution, and their use cases within the digital ecosystem, essentially shaping the currency's overall economy. So, there is a lot within tokenomics that can help us identify opportunities and risks within a project. But today, we're going to cover the basics, key concepts, which is going to include total supply, circulating supply, and market capitalization. Let's look at Heroes of Mavia as an example. Total supply refers to the number of maximum tokens that will ever be created for a project. In the case of Mavia, the max token supply is 250 million tokens. There will only be this many Mavia tokens ever created. This set limit is important because it ensures scarcity, a fundamental aspect that can drive value over time. However, total supply alone doesn't give you the full picture at launch or trying to figure out a token's potential growth. For this, we're going to look at circulating supply, which is more critical, especially at the initial stages. This represents how many tokens are actually available for trading inside the market. For Heroes of Mavia, this is only 30 million tokens that were released at launch. This figure is vital for understanding the immediate liquidity and market presence of a token. Now that brings us to market capitalization, or market cap for short. This is calculated by multiplying circulating supply by the current price of the token. Market cap is a critical metric in tokenomics because it offers a better picture of a project valuation compared to token price alone. And market cap is the cornerstone of this strategy. The easiest places to find all these metrics is by going to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap if the crypto is already listed or if the team did the early legwork and prepped the listing. Here, I'm going to talk about step-by-step instructions of how to actually find this on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. First, you're going to navigate to the website, open it in your browser, and then go to either of those websites, CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. Here, I'm going to use CoinGecko as the example. Now you're going to search for the token in the search bar at the top of the page. You're going to type in this case, we're going to type in Mavia. You're going to hit enter or click the token from one of the drop-down suggestions. 3, we're going to look at the token overview. Once on the Mavia token page, you'll find this comprehensive dashboard. And here you can see current price, trading volume, and other key metrics, including total supply. Here, you're going to look for total supply section. This will show you the maximum number of Mavia tokens that will ever exist. Circulating supply, this is the circulating supply section. This number will adjust based on how many Mavia tokens are currently available in the market. And then market cap, which is the key that you need to understand and how to find. Market cap is typically prominently displayed near price. And if the crypto token isn't listed, you're going to need to go to the crypto games website or go to Discord and look for it. It'll usually be found inside the white paper or the tokenomics page. Now that you're armed with the basics of finding key metrics like circulating supply and market cap, let's cover a common pitfall that many beginners face when trying to gauge a crypto's growth potential. This trap is using only price for their predictions. Using token price as the sole indicator for growth potential can be misleading. Take Dogecoin, for example. It's priced at 8 cents currently, and during the Dogecoin social media hype, people were making ludicrous price targets of $10 or more. Before doing $10, let's just look at $1. Reaching $1 seems attainable, right? If Bitcoin can go from 29,000 to 50,000, Doge can go from 8 cents to $1, right? However, calculating market cap at this price point can see how likely this could be. Using the circulating supply of Dogecoin currently at 143 billion tokens, achieving a $1 per Dogecoin would result in a market cap of 143 billion. Now that we have the market cap, compare this market cap to other crypto in the market to get better context. When we do, that would make Dogecoin the third largest crypto, where it would nearly have to do a 12x from its current market cap of 12 million, also beating out prominent names like Tether, BNB, Solana, and USDC. This would be nearly half the value of Ethereum. And considering how much capital is already in Ethereum, this is an ambitious scenario considering the current market dynamics of Doge, its role and its utility in the overall crypto landscape. But I'm not going to say this is impossible because we're in crypto. A lot of things can happen, but it would take major momentum and mainstream attention to get a lot of people buying, which is exactly what happened with Elon Musk and the social media hype previously. But even then, with this frenzy and his SNL appearance, the all-time high price was only around 73 cents. So if we look at Doge at $10, this would make it have a market cap of 1.4 trillion, placing it above Bitcoin. This is a near impossible dream considering the institutional backing around Bitcoin. El Salvador made it its legal currency, plus another country did. BTC has multiple ETFs and institutions investing billions into Bitcoin. Now the question becomes, what could cause Doge to have the same level of adoption to bring in that same level of money to get Doge to $10? When you go through this thought process and you think of this, it's a near impossible task unless Doge gets the same type of financial backing, which is unlikely. $10 is a pipe dream currently. I bring this up because this is an example that illustrates why market capitalization is a more reliable indicator than token price for assessing a project's growth potential. Now, let's dive into the strategy leveraging market cap for predicting the potential growth of crypto gaming tokens. And let's take a look at it at a high level. So, here is a high level step by step guide for using market cap for crypto gaming price prediction. One, you're going to identify the market cap. You're going to start by finding the current market capitalization of the crypto token that you're interested in. This gives you a baseline for comparison. Two, you're going to navigate to a crypto data platform, head to platforms like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap for reliable market cap data, but for also key data that's needed for research like the project's websites and socials. Three, you're going to dive into the crypto gaming category. So once on the site, you're going to locate the different categories and scroll down to crypto gaming. This section is dedicated to crypto gaming related currencies and tokens, making your research easier instead of having to do all the legwork for yourself. Four, you're going to look for similar crypto games already on the market. Within the gaming category, scout for games with tokens that share similarities with your chosen token. Pay special attention to audience size, evaluate how active the community is and interacts with the game and each other. Next is development stage, how much development has gone into the game. Is there even a working game? Is it live? Is it in beta? Or is it still in development? Next is execution and updates. You're going to evaluate the team's track record in consistently rolling out updates and their overall execution, focusing on the details and preparation in their announcements and the quality and effort evident in everything that they do. We're going to move on to funding. You're going to assess the financial backing and investing that the project has received and from who, indicating the support and the potential for sustained development. Next is marketing strategies. Review the effectiveness of the team's marketing efforts. Are they actually creating content? Do they have a strategy for organic in the different types of ways to get awareness from the market? Are they paying for ads? Do they have something in place or are they just winging it? Niche and uniqueness. Identify the unique aspects of the game or specific market that the game targets. Which brings us to partnerships and collaborations. Note the strategic alliances and big players that back the game and enhance the game's reach and credibility. Regulatory compliance, factor in the game's adherence to regulatory standards in the key markets. Have they actually thought about it and do they have a strategy for handling it? Look for revenue models. Understand how the game generates revenue for sustainability. Are they one dimensional or do they have multiple ways of generating income? Team experience. Gauge the team's blockchain and gaming industry experience. Have they done this before? Or are they completely new? Technological advances, consider the innovative technologies that are being implemented and designed by the game and the team. And lastly, tokenomics, examine the token's role, supply, and economics within the game, and see what the benefits and the pros and the cons are. Now that brings us to five. You're going to select comparable games. You're going to pick up to 5 to 10 gaming tokens that seem most similar to your token. Six, you're going to list their market caps. Scribble down the market caps of the games that you've selected so you can look at them side by side. I also throw in Twitter followers into the mix because let's face it, the hype and the narrative around a game can really drive its price and its appreciation. So from here, you want to convert the market caps to what your token's price would be if it hit that market cap. To get future price, you can take the market cap and divide it by your token circulating supply. So let's go back to Heroes of Mavia as an example. If I wanted to see what Mavia's price would be at 100 million market cap, I would just divide it by the circulating supply of 30 million. And this would bring it to a price of about $3.33. 7, evaluate potential growth. With all of the information at hand, you're going to ask yourself questions like, can your chosen token match or pass the market caps of these comparable games and companies? How likely is it to achieve growth based on the current momentum, overall market conditions, and future events or releases? Which brings us to 8, building your price prediction range. Pull together everything that you've learned to map out your price estimations. This is where I set 3 scenarios. First one is bear case, your cautious guess matching the smallest market cap from games, a lot like yours, showing the least growth. 2 is base case. This is your middle of the road bet using games that are super similar with average market caps as your guide for expected growth. And then 3 is a bull case, your high hope estimation, taking your top market cap from your comparisons, even if they're a bit of a stretch, setting a high bar for what might happen and setting the top of your range. It's more of a long shot when you think about this part. Jump back into the launch of Heroes of Mavia's Mavia token. It opened up at 80 cents with 3 million tokens out there, setting its market cap at 24 million starting. To gauge Mavia's growth potential, I looked at crypto games that felt similar. So I hunted down games with solid development, a buzzing social scene and socials, experienced team, and similar tokenomics to Mavia. The goal was to spot games that players were going to compare against Heroes of Mavia when think about where to invest. And after doing a deep dive from the earlier strategy that I mentioned, I chose 7 games. Part of the selection was digging through the gaming category. Some of it also came from what I already knew from these games' fundamentals and hype. Let's be real, sometimes you can't do these deep dives. They're not always doable when things are urgent and you're busy. Sometimes you're finding out about a token an hour or a day before, and you need to be able to do this analysis quicker. For a quicker comparison, especially when tokens are about to be launched or newly released, I found that Twitter following and audience engagement works best. So we're going to use this faster method for forecasting Mavia at release, but again, nothing beats a well-researched deep dive. Mavia's Twitter presence was sitting pretty at 200,000 followers, which is going to be the baseline that we're going to use to compare to other games. Here are the games I ultimately chose to compare Mavia with. Here's the market caps and Twitter followers, circulating supply, and Mavia price if it reaches that market cap. So here is a table that shows all of that right now. You can see from this table, the top of the range is going to be set by Illuvium at 605 million market cap to the very bottom, which is Phantom Galaxies at 54 million. And the followers range from, again, the top, which is 383,000 for Illuvium, all the way to the bottom, again, which is Phantom Galaxies at 117,000 followers. Also a note, these numbers aren't the exact numbers when I did the analysis, but are today's numbers since I unfortunately didn't save the original analysis that I did. But the numbers are still very similar to when I checked previously a few weeks ago. Let's break down my thought process in forecasting and deciding on Mavia's price range. First up, let's glance at the market caps and their implications. We got Phantom Galaxies and Star Atlas at the lower end of the market cap spectrum, leaving us with our potential bear case scenario. Star Atlas, despite its substantial follower base, is on the lower side of market cap, possibly due to the massive layouts it had previously and the negative sentiment it has currently in the market. This sheds light on the importance of not just community size, but actual game progression, execution, and market perception for a project when you're trying to compare it to others. Moving on to the next set of games, this is what I'm calling the realistic zone, where we have Parallel, Big Time, Shrapnel, and Guild Guardians. These games give us a down-to-earth look at where Mavia could ultimately end up, with market caps ranging from 120 million to 449 million. All 4 of these games are similar, with teams with great execution and experience, with Guild Guardians catching my eye specifically because it's a mobile game like Heroes of Mavia. It's still in beta, with a smaller following, but a lot more tokens in circulating supply when compared to Mavia. And when looking at circulating supply a little bit more, most of the other games have significantly more tokens out, with Parallel having the closest circulating supply at 34 million with an audience of 154,000. And at the time, especially since the Heroes of Mavia game was about to go live and potentially reach even more players because it was on mobile, these two examples make me think that Mavia could easily hit the 120 million mark with a potential of 449 million given the similarities. Now, it's a stretch of reaching the market cap of Illuvium. This is a standout game where there's high level execution, they have multiple games in testing, there's solid content and community engagement, they have great marketing strategies, lot heavy trading volume, Illuvium building a comprehensive ecosystem of multiple games, and all the activity behind it sets the bar high. Yet, the mobile crypto gaming angle of Heroes of Mavia introduces a potential X factor that could potentially widen its reach compared to Illuvium. So I saw a scenario where it might touch Illuvium's market cap based on a social media frenzy and the significant increase of player adoption through mobile. I believe this scenario still is more ambitious and less probable outcome at this stage at least. So for my personal price predictions, I considered several factors and came up with the following insights for Mavia, which brings us to the base case of $1.80. This is hitting Phantom Galaxy's market cap, which seemed very achievable, especially since Heroes of Mavia's NFT activity and sales already outpaced all of the collections of Phantom Galaxies in a short amount of time by a significant amount. Two is the base case range of $4 to $6.10. I see Mavia comfortably landing in this range, similar to Guild of Guardians, Shrapnel, Big Time, based on my analysis. Three, the bull case, which is $14.97. My optimistic outlook pegs Mavia at Parallel's level, with the dream scenario reaching up to $20.17, which mirrors Illuvium's market cap. Considering all the factors and the potential of Heroes of Mavia, we'll see if this can get there, but this is just the top level of the range, which is highly unlikely in my opinion right now. So how did my initial price predictions do? Fast forward to now, Mavia's price is at $8.51. Market cap is surging around 254 million, exceeding my initial bear and base predictions at launch from when I originally did this price prediction 2 weeks ago. Revisiting this today, you're probably wondering, what do I think of Mavia's potential now? I still believe it's a stretch for Mavia to reach $20.17 at Illuvium's market cap, but Mavia released their customer acquisition numbers, which looks good. I'd want to see if downloads will continue and what numbers will look like once the hype has slowed down, though. Price is already starting to pull back as attention is shifting to other games and other projects. That said, I still believe Mavia could land around Parallel's previous market cap, which is around 300 to 350 million market cap. I say previous market cap because Parallel has just pumped in price, and market cap because they teased out an upcoming update, creating market hype and increased degen speculating. So because of this, Mavia's next price targets for me, I'm looking at are going to be around $10 at 300 million market cap to 1167 at 350 million market cap. This would also depend on how profitable things are for players once the Ruby Marketplace is released in the upcoming months. All of this said, this is just my opinion using market cap as the driver without diving into technical analysis and bringing other analysis in. With this prediction and using the strategy, remember that altcoins like Mavia are closely tied to the broader market. So things like upcoming Bitcoin halving, continued crypto gaming narrative could propel its growth. These significant market shifts can either bolster our predictions, or if it's bad news and there's a crash, destroy our expectations completely. So be careful. And for those who are new to crypto gaming, this market cap strategy offers a simple but effective way to gauge a game's potential, but it's just a starting point. So it needs to be used with other tools and analysis. As Mavia continues to gain traction, it's crucial to stay flexible and stay up to date with everything and to adapt your strategies accordingly. So let me know what you think of the strategy and what you think of Mavia's ongoing potential. Share your insights below. And if you liked this video, I think you'll like this one